Good evening, I'm David Kramer at the National Weather Service with Alaska statewide weather. Starting off for the remainder of the day, we have a frontal system moving through the eastern portions of the Bering Sea that's bringing widespread rain from places as far south as the Alaska Peninsula and Kodiak Island up through much of the mainland all the way towards the Brooks Range. In addition to that, some of the strong onshore flow from this system is bringing the potential for coastal flooding from areas of the KAKM Delta north through the Norton Sound area. This does include the lower portions of the KAKM River from Bethel all the way down to the mouth of the river. We will see some areas where tides could get above 2 to 5 feet above normal high tide in some of those locations. The highest is expected around the KAKM Delta area. Elsewhere in the state, weak high pressure sits over the Panhandle, clearing out most of the area for the remainder of the day, and behind this system for the Aleutians a little bit clearer as well. As we move into tonight, that system out over the Bering will continue to bring widespread rain throughout pretty much all of mainland Alaska except the very far northern portions of the Arctic coastline. New low will have formed off of the old boundary out over the Gulf, bringing in some new rain to the northern portions of the Panhandle. We'll continue to see those strong southwest winds over the west coast. That's going to continue to bring in the potential for coastal flooding. That will last into about Sunday around midnight, with some areas lingering into Monday morning. On Sunday, we'll see continued rain for mainland Alaska, starting to lighten up a little bit in some of the southern locations of the Kenai Peninsula and down to Kodiak Island. Down in the Panhandle area, southwesterly flow will bring another push of rain widespread throughout all of the Panhandle on Sunday. Behind the main system out over the Bering Sea and Aleutians, relatively quiet for those locations, but we are starting to see the push of some new rain out towards the western Aleutian Islands. Way up north, rain will have finally made it all the way to the Arctic coastline with a mix of rain and snow in the Brooks Range. Then on Monday, going to see quite a bit of rain continuing for most of mainland Alaska. However, the west coast with some weak ridging coming in is going to start to clear up a little bit. As well as some of the areas farther to the south, again, the Kenai Peninsula and Kodiak Island will be a little bit clear with the influence of some ridging farther to the west. Out over the Panhandle, we do expect to see quite a bit of rain, and a new system moving through the Aleutian Islands will bring rain and winds back to the Aleutian Islands as well as much of the Bering Sea to include the Pribilof Islands and St. Matthew Island. With Alaska statewide weather, I'm David Kramer.